What's going on, everyone? Alex Da Silva, happy as Larry Group. I hope you are well. Welcome to your daily dose of happiness. Sorry it's been a few days, haven't done videos. I've been having issues with my phone. I haven't been able to post things. I ran out of data, blah, 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 blah. And I don't want to bore you with it, but I want to try this now, and I'm going to try and cram in as much as I possibly can. But here's the important thing that I've taken away from this week, and I've, as always kind of keeping an eye out on what's going on, social media, what's going on in life, personal learning, growing, trying to develop every day. And I want to touch on last week. It was World Mental Health Day here in the UK, and I was blessed and very humbled to go in and speak at a University of Loughborough. They reached out and said, look, would you be able to come and do 2 talks for us, with some Q&A, and it was an absolute pleasure, really, really was. And it was great. I love going in, I love speaking, I love being able to help others, and I really, really enjoyed my time. When I came out, the first talk really took it out of me. I got emotionally connected with a few things that I was sharing, and it really hit me. And but it hit me emotionally. I started to get quite emotional, and often when I'm speaking, I can connect with things sometimes, and I can get a bit emotional, but I can control that throughout, the session. And but I had to take a pause, and it caught me by surprise because I really wasn't expecting it. So I took a few seconds. And I even apologized because it took me by surprise. Anyway, I carried on. The feedback was amazing. We had a Q&A, which was great. Everybody engaged. And second talk, exactly the same. Everything went fine. The emotion then didn't come back again, which was surprising, but great. And I got home, and I'm on my way home. By the time I got back, I explained to Lucy what happened. And it hit me. I got hit for 6. My emotions just, it really took it out of me, and I got ill. I ended up coming down with something, and still don't really know what happened, because I've been training towards, the CrossFit Opens, which started last Friday, and I've been so looking forward to it because I've been training hard, but I couldn't do it. Couldn't do the Opens, couldn't do the Friday workout. I managed to suffer through it on Monday. Got through the workout, was definitely not what I knew I could do, but my body was not in the shape and where I usually am. And I started to just watch what was going on, just to have a lot of self-care, loads of water, just really trying to flush my system out, fueling my body with the right foods, and just sleeping and really taking care of myself. And I realized something. I do a lot of work on myself all the time. I do, as you know, and I've shared this very openly, I do prayer, meditation. I practice affirmations every single day. I have a gratitude list, which I send to my mentor. I diarize my day every single day as well, to kind of look at the things that I've achieved, areas that I can improve, and I'll send that to my mentor. So I do every single day. I practice what I teach effectively every single day. But I've realized with life, because I was questioning myself a lot, thinking, why is this coming up? Am I doing something wrong? Am I not doing enough? Do I need to do more? And I just realized that that's just life. I talked to Lucy about it this morning, we can work through trauma, stress, depression, fears, procrastination, addiction, suicide, you name it. I've had to work through so many things. And I've realized, the amount of time I've been working through this stuff compared to the amount of time that I was actually going and experiencing these things, I have a lifetime, to be able to do this. So what I've realized is a lot of it I've worked through, a lot of it I've accepted. There's a lot of acceptance. There's been a lot of healing, but there is always that little residue that's going to be in there, and I've realized that, and I talked about it with Lucy, and I shared it with a few other friends as well, and I've realized, actually, some things are going to take a little bit longer than others. So what I've learned to do is just to kind of accept that even though I'm working hard on myself all the time, and it's not, and I try to not put pressure on myself, and beat myself up if something isn't going the way it's supposed to, and to try and continue that journey of, self-growth, self-development, self-healing, self-acceptance, and self-love, self-care, self-respect, because it's a continuous journey for life. It's a lifestyle. It's not a short-term thing. It has to be a lifestyle. It has to be something for me. I have to dedicate this like I dedicate everything else in my life, like being a father, a husband, a friend, so on and so forth, and like growing this business. So everything is a lifetime, and I have to be patient. I use this a lot, actively patient, and it includes this too. So every now and then, when these little residues of old behaviors or old traumas or old experiences, if you have experienced that, where you've worked through something and it keeps coming back up, all it means is that there is just a little bit more that you need to work through it. Don't get frustrated with yourself. Don't punish yourself. Just look at it and continue on the journey of self-healing, self-respect, and self-care. Because the more you do that, what you're doing is you're continuously cleansing your body. You're continuously growing as an individual. And, this growth is for life. And what I have realized and what I found is every time something better, it happens every time. I look back and think, oh, wow, I've grown from this. I've developed. And that's the journey. Sometimes we may not even see it, but when we actually take stock and look back at life and realize how much we've done and how much we've achieved, you'll be really, really surprised. Lucy and I were talking about it this morning, how much life has changed for us, how many things, has happened for us, the abundance I have in life. I received a letter today, which again knocked me for six, but in a really positive way. And I say this to people, dream big, really put it out there, because this stuff does happen. And it happened to somebody like me who I never thought I was going to be anything. I didn't think I was going to amount to nothing. And then look at all of these things that, I post out, and I post the good, the bad, the ugly, the hard, because life is about experience, and strip away the labels. You're just going to experience things. And the more you allow yourself to experience, the more you're going to grow. So watch out for those little residues. It's okay that they are still coming up. That's a really positive thing. If they are coming up, if those emotions and those experiences that we don't often like to experience, if they are coming up for you, means you need to deal with it. You just need to do a little bit more work. Be actively patient, put the right work into it. Whether you have something you practice every day or you need to go and see a professional, go and do it. Get on it straight away and allow yourself to go through that journey. It's really, really beneficial. So have an amazing day, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world. And as always, be great, be fantastic, and be absolutely phenomenal today. You deserve this life. You deserve the life that you want, the life that you dream. All you have to do is just put one foot in front of the other and just keep experiencing. As I go through mine, I'm going to share it with you so you can join the journey as well.